just finished sanding and refinishing one floor behind that visqueen. Now I've got to finish up a few of these other rooms. This is kind of what we're dealing with, 100-year-old pine floors. Very cupped, very bowed. Lots of gaps and cracks. Some loose boards. I'm going to go nail those down. This one looks like it got split in two, but I'm going to fill it. And it's fine. I mean, it's not going to be perfect when I'm done, but it's going to look a lot better than this. I hope so. This is going to be a little challenging because I've got to, I think I'm just going to go ahead and run the edge sander. I'm just going to go up against the edge of this rail because it's got to be sanded and refinished anyway. But what I'm using is, this is a Clark Easy 8, something like that. It's an 8-inch drum sander. Belts, uses 8-inch diameter belt. Actually, they're 8-inch wide and 8-inch in diameter, something like that. And then I've got an old Clark Super 7 edger, and I just bought this all used off of Craigslist. There's no telling how. I know that Super 7 has got to be pretty old, and some of it had Home Depot stickers on it, so it was probably a rental. I'm sure it's a rental at Home Depot, but I've got these turn lock plugs on each. I've put it on each tool. And I've got an orbital sander too. It's a Clark OBS 18. But instead of running this all into bags, I put it into this Harbor Freight dust collector. And it works really great for this type of job. I've got my regular shop vac 2.5 inch hose, and then I adapt that to a 1.5 inch non-crush style hose, and they're both about 12 feet, maybe 10 to 12 feet a piece. And then here's the 12 by 18 orbital sander, and it actually looks like it came with the turn lock. So, and then I've got a turn lock on one end, and this has got a nice long extension cord. The guy I bought all this from gave this to me as well, and it just plugs in. It's all 120. First things first is to get this floor all swept up, vacuumed, and then I'll nail it down. And then I'll start sanding and trying to get it flattened out the best I can. You want to run, this is going to be a little tough right in here in this 4 foot width, so I'll probably go diagonal to get some kind of length. You don't want to run perpendicular to the boards because the way they're cupped and bowed, you'll just run the sander up and down over it. You want to make this all level. And let's see, these are, I think I said already, 100-year-old. And the house was built in 1904, and it's 2020. So that's how old these pine boards are. I think these upstairs have been finished before, maybe once or twice, but I sand quite a bit out of them. I'll fill that bag up, well, maybe not in the hallway, but that room back there is that I just finished is 16 feet by 16 feet, and I filled that bag up at least halfway full or more, and it weighed. I stretched the bag. It was so maybe it just got hot on something. Anyway, probably weighed 40 pounds worth of sanding dust, and I'll finish it with 3 coats of polyurethane, and hopefully it'll look something like this. I'm gonna use a different filler. In here I used oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. Okay, in the first bedroom I used the Glitza wood flour cement, and it is very hard. It cures very hard. But then for the next room, I actually am using Pal X kit, which is water-based, and it looks like wood glue, really thinned wood glue, and it doesn't smell near as bad as the Glitza. This I had to order online because the local wood refinisher didn't carry it. I'm not too concerned. I don't really care. I'm not looking for. I don't really care what it. I mean, when you finish it, it looks great. It looks way better than this. The wood filler, if it chips out, I don't really care. I just put it in there because it does look a little better, but I'm not too concerned about it. Anyway, I'll show you using that. So let's get started. Got a few boards loose. I'm gonna put a few of these 15 gauge nailer. I'm gonna put a few of these in. I should probably replace this board. It stands a lot to get that down. Let's see. These are roughly about 16-inch joists on the center. filling that one for a while. Somebody put a nail right here. Thank you, nail. That's loose. That's not going. Well, I put a lot of holes in this. Not good. I'm going to start off with a 24 grit. And some of these belts I bought suck and they slip, and I can't remember if this is them or not. So, if these don't fit, I'll have to swap it out for a 36. Dust out.
I'm Rapunzel. And Rapunzel is a baby because she
Ah, it is nailed. That is not nailed down. Interesting. So, then what? So this is nailed down. Good too. This is not nailed to this, or down to that. to be a hair short. So I'll have to somehow get back there and shim it up. I don't know how I'm gonna seat it. Might be able to glue it and maybe drop a few screws. I'm trying to think how I could do that. I'm gonna set it in there, and if I'm happy with it, I'll pull it back out and glue it up. Or maybe not. It may be a one and done. Let's put some glue down in there. And then I can screw it. Whatever screws I can get in there. I might be able to get something really long and shoot it back that way. Okay, let's get some glue. two of these in.